Hello. Playing a bit of Civilization 5 today because I found a cool mod for it. Just a moment, the window's kinda glitching because it doesn't like being tabbed out of. Yeah. So yeah, it was this one. I tried it once just briefly, see if it works. So let's see. Not too many civilizations in this game. Greece, Songhai, Rome, Germany, Russia, Persia, England, India, Mongolia, Arabia. The Eurokeys. Is that how you say it? I don't know. The Aztecs, France, Japan, Egypt, Siam, Ottomans, America and China. Not sure which one I want to be. I mean, America's kind of the obvious choice, because their geography is just kind of overpowered. But you know, we don't want to make things too easy, do we? Maybe Greece? Or Mongolia? Yeah, you know, let's do Mongolia, why not? Oh yeah, we gotta go here, right? Random map type. No, I think maybe I gotta select it here actually. Oh yeah, I guess I selected the wrong thing. Whoops. Oh well. So that's me, right? Mongolia, we gotta... Guess we'll take a large earth. It seems fine. Yes, this modpack indeed has true start location, which Civilization 5 does not have. So that's cool, that's a pretty cool addition. That's like one of the main reasons why I still... While I play 6 over 5. Because I actually like this game better. You know, I don't much care for all of the like additional mechanics they introduced in 6. Like the whole voting thing and loyalty and religion and all this stuff. I'd rather just focus on the cool stuff like science and building farms and making a war. War's fun. If you're ever bored, just start a war. But of course, as per usual, we're gonna disable all of these other annoying victories. Well, I mean, we could maybe leave science. Sure, that probably means we're gonna lose in 1864 because the Iroquois and a guy to Mars or something. But you know, whatever. They can have it, I suppose. But you know, diplomatic victory and cultural victory, I don't know how to respect those. Oh, we won because people like our songs the most. Oh yeah? What if I kill everybody? Who's left to like your songs then, huh? I'm just saying. That could be a fun one day. Not today though. Yeah, I think we're ready.
Greetings, O great Temujin, immortal emperor of the mighty Mongol Empire. Your fists shatter walls of cities, and your voice brings despair to your enemies. O Khan, you united the warring tribes of Northern Asia into a mighty people, creating the greatest cavalry force the world has ever witnessed. Your people's cunning diplomacy divided their enemies, making them weak and helpless before Mongolia's conquering armies. In a few short years, your people's soldiers conquered most of China and Eastern Asia, and the empire continued to grow until it reached west into Europe and south to Korea. Indeed, it was the greatest empire ever seen, dwarfing those pathetic conquests of the Romans or the Greeks. Temujin, your people call upon you once more to lead them to battle and conquest. Will the world...
I'll do that. That's cool. Let's go. Now let's start with the monument. I wanna get all those cultural policies going. Apologies if I sound a bit hoarse. I am once again feeling like I'm on the edge of a sickness. Not sure why that's been kinda coming and going in the last few months. But I don't know, maybe it's for real today. I mean, last night I felt kinda feverish. Hello, China. You're getting conquered first. So yeah, who knows? Maybe I actually am sick this time for real. Oh, hopefully not, because I have to go to the dentist tomorrow. Possibly for the last time in a while. And I would not like to reschedule it at this point.
Shall the...
Well, I mean, I guess we're playing as Mongolia, so... The obvious two to start would probably be animal husbandry and archery. Oh, hello there. Don't worry, we'll come back later.
Приветствую тебя, незнакомец.
Привет, сталкер. What a humdinger of a day. Spent about 2 hours Christmas shopping. Only got 2 of the items on my list. As per usual, but hey, you know, at least this year I started early. Maybe I'll get all of it done before December. That'd be nice. What are you guys doing over here? Git.
भारती
What are you trying to capture my workers? I don't think I want the boys. Go in the city and wait. What did they just pillage my goddamn farm? Oh, that's not very nice. Look at that, an encampment right on our fucking doorstep. Damn.
Don't write yourself off, yeah. It's only in your head you feel left out. Don't look down, no. Just do your best. Do everything you can. And tend to worry what the best.
我的朋友，你认为这个
The Chinese are asking for open borders. No, I don't think so, China. You know, in case you guys don't remember or haven't played Civ 5, in this one you can declare war on somebody when you're inside their borders and you won't get like moved out like you do in Civ 6. So opening your borders to somebody can be kind of a precarious thing. They could just roll their entire army up to your capital and just do the thing. I don't know, should I do a Golden Age or... I guess a Citadel would be kinda cool too. Let's do a Citadel, why not? No? Can't shoot over there.
Bienvenue. Je suis Napoléon, de France.
France? Aren't you like way over the fuck over there? Oh, that's the wrong thing. This one. I don't wanna heal yet, I wanna kill.
Приветствую тебя, незнакомец. Если твой ум и такт сравнимы с твоим...
We already met. Weird. Roma. Damn, everybody's fucking here. They all decided to come to Mongolia. Can't blame them, it's kind of a cool place. I wish I could go to Mongolia. Shut up. I didn't ask you a goddamn thing, China. That's my gold. You snooze, you lose.
The two wheels of a car.
Hello, Nojo. How are you? My mic stand is creaking. That looked like a barbarian. Hide the workers. Wouldn't want them to get stolen.
سلام عليك أنا داريهوش.
How is everybody in this motherfucking location? Think I've already met like the most of the world's empires. Oh, there they are. Harassing some Chinese scouts. And China seems to have a problem with me just because I'm existing near them. Now that's pretty on brand. Though maybe more on brand for their current government than Wu Zetian. Oh yeah, speaking of China, actually, I ratioed one of their state propaganda outlets. I ratioed them on Twitter.
Как тебе?
My borders ain't open to nobody. Get out of here, France. None of you are coming into my country. Shut up. Stop. They all wanna go to Mongolia. On Japan too.
貴殿にご挨拶を申し上げたく、さらに公正かつ公平なる連携を心よりお願い申し上げまする。
Hey, you know what? Do you wanna be friends?
いずれまたの
I definitely want to befriend Japan. You know, just in case. Just in case of China. Where did those barbarians go? Am I tripping or did they just vanish? No. Look at that. We've already got our first war. India versus Siam, I guess. Weird matchup, but okay. Whatever happened to Siam? How did they die? Hey, you know, since we're playing like a historical game, let's learn something. Did they just become a Thailand, or was there like a coup or something? Okay. Looks like that is actually what happened. They just decided to become a Thailand. But why? Why did they become Thailand? Why not? That's a good point, why not? Land of Thai sounds like a nice place.
Even brute beasts and wandering birds do not fall into the same traps of...
You know what? That is actually a perfect explanation. I'm not even gonna look up what's the official reason. I'm just gonna assume because because they like thighs. Although if you look at the people there, that doesn't seem to be true. True. Sorry, my brain's kinda cooked because I didn't really sleep last night, and also I exhausted my like talking energy reserves at the store. Went to buy some Christmas presents and also got some new shoes. Actually got some new shoes in, you know, courtesy of my dad. Because last time I was there, he accidentally put on my shoes. Because our shoes are kinda similar. Well, actually, they're almost exactly the same. All the men's shoes, they're just black. And the same shape, so... Well, you get I'm confused sometimes. But I put mine on backs and he was like... These shoes are kinda fucked. It's like, what do you mean? It's like the bottoms the bottoms are like uneven.
Как тебе понравится, если я...
Like my feet are tilting like a good 30 degrees. So I was like, nah, come on, they're fine. So I put them on and then I walked around and I was like, damn. He is absolutely right. Like the right side of these shoes is just like collapsed. And in in my usual fashion, I was like, well, I'll just get some. I'll just have to get some new shoes at some point. Because, shoes cost money. And, I don't have much of that. Well, I do have enough to buy some shoes, but, I'm cheap. I would have happily kept walking with those busted ass shoes. And probably like got a sprain on my ankles from just, wear and tear. But my dad was like, you know what, fucking let's just go to the store, I'll buy you some new shoes. It's like, alright, fine. I guess I won't turn down free shoes. So he bought me a pair of new shoes, pretty nice ones too. Hopefully those will last at least as long as the last ones, which I had for 7 years, maybe 8. No, what am I saying? It's fucking 2025, I had them for like 9 years. Time's a blur once again. Shoes money could be used for alcohol. That's a very good point. But even though the shoes were pretty nice, they weren't like terribly expensive. I think I'll take. They got like that soft fur lining on the inside. And leather on the outside. Got like a nice long, whatever it's called. The part that goes up your ankle, what is it called? I don't know, shoes. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try to surround China somewhat, kinda contain them. So yeah, despite all those nice features, they had like nice bottoms, what do you call them? Like, you know what I mean, the freaking rubber stuff on the bottom. Cause my old shoes, they were just kinda smooth. The little rubber thingies on the bottom. It was kinda hard to move around when the ground inevitably freezes in like February. Staying upright was kind of a challenge. I pretty much just had to like skate down the road with them. But these new ones, they feel a bit more solid. They have some more grip. Look at that, the damn Chinese beat me to it. Oh, those are my scouts. Well, he's gonna die, yep. Sad. Gotta get me some horses. Deal with this issue over there. The rubber thing is on the inside or the outside? The outside, I mean, like the bottom of the shoe. I'm just trying to figure out what the technical term is. Like those little rubber knobs that like protrude out of it. Are there any horses nearby? Anywhere? Just those two over there.
بكل ربي وفيق.
As much as I would like that, Gandhi, I'm afraid I have not prepared yet. No, you can't. You can't come into my country. Stop asking.
Как тебе?
Man, I should have bought some chips. I don't know why, but I got a very sudden craving for chips just like an hour ago. I mean, it's been a while since I had some chips. Recently, I've just been eating peanuts as my snack of choice. So a nearby store started selling some actually affordable peanuts, which was nice. But now that store has closed until further notice because they had a fucking mold problem. Oops. So can't go there for a while. So now I either gotta go to other stores that are nearby or walk a bit further away to one of the bigger stores. Which I will probably do because the small stores are fucking expensive. The same bottle of ginger beer that costs like $3.20 at the big store costs like, I think, €4 at this point. You know, in the small corner store. Fuck that. Not paying 80 cents more for a thing just because you're 500 meters closer. Fuck that. Peanuts are nice, but it's hard to find good peanuts. That is true. Most peanuts are kind of, you know, they're not bad. But they've got like a kind of a funky taste. You know, it's like trying to find good mayonnaise. 90% of them taste kind of like a vomit. But then when you find a good one... Oh.
Im Namen
You know, it's products like those that I worry about going away. Because, you know, if my preferred brand of milk goes away, it's like whatever. There's still like three or four other ones that are fine. But if my favorite brand of mayonnaise goes away, I'm gonna become a terrorist. Boom, science. I only found one mayo that's really good, the rest are ass. Same with ketchup, only good ketchup is made by Felix. Which one is Felix again? I know it's one of the big brands, but I can't remember because I once again have a very refined taste and I only have two very small brands of ketchup that are local. I don't buy the big stuff unless I really have to. Felix ketchup. Okay, this is that one. Yep, that's a good one. As far as the big brands go, I think it's maybe the best one. I think Heinz is like a close second. Felix tastes good and they don't have sugar additives, it's perfect. Yeah, that's also a big thing. A lot of brands add sugar to their condiments, and I think that's a crime. Or it should be a crime. We should make that a crime. And the punishment for breaking that law is death. Don't put sugar in your fucking condiments. It's evil. Don't become a terrorist, consider becoming a political leader instead. I should do it. You know, all jokes aside, I should do it. Once I got my own shit together, I should run for some kind of office, because it kinda looks like I have to. No, nobody else in this country is willing to solve any kind of problems. And in fact are more eager to make them worse. So what can a fucking man do besides, you know, do the thing you gotta do any other time when you want something done properly. Gotta do it your damn self. Because these are not really difficult problems to solve that we have over here. In fact, I could probably solve most of them with just like a singular decision.
He who commands.
Hey, what do we do about the budget deficit? I don't know, maybe stop throwing away money? That could help. Maybe we don't need to put $5 million of the state's money into like whatever the hell it was, some kinda queer French literature of the early 1900s. Had like a €500,000 budget. That kind of stuff could probably be cut a little bit, for example. Anyways. Went off on a little tangent. If I had the choice between Heinz and no ketchup, I would choose no ketchup. That's kinda harsh. I don't think it's that bad. Or at least the organic Heinz ketchup. I don't think I've ever had the regular one. Because once again, I'm a man of refined tastes. I just buy the good stuff. That's the only thing I won't cheap out on. Felix basically removed the sugar only. Because the schools here banned ketchups with sugar additives, and the school ordered a big chunk of Felix ketchup. Yeah, that's unfortunately how it goes. A lot of times. They won't really do the good thing before they're forced to do it. Or before they're given like a financial incentive. Okay, how about you take this bad stuff out of your food that doesn't actually make it better? Nah. Heinz makes some fire-baked beans, but I hate their ketchup. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to disagree on that one, because while I think their ketchup is fine, I think their beans are kinda gross. You know, a couple of years ago, I played a lot of Stalker Gamma. And anytime I stopped at like a trader place to resupply, you know, buy ammo and medicine and food and whatnot, I always bought a can of Heinz beans. Became like kind of a running joke almost. So one day I decided to go to the store and actually buy some Heinz beans because I never had them. I heated them up on the stove, like in the can, because I was like, you know, let's get the full like survivalist experience. Oh man, I did not like those. Then again, I don't really care for plain beans in the first place. Well, I mean, I guess they're not tomato sauce, but that didn't really help the taste at all. Their baked beans may be unsalted and unseasoned, but put some salt and pepper on it and heat it up in a pot. It's great with some fries or some rye bread toast. Yeah, I know the British like to put beans on their toast. I've never tried it, though I've made fun of them plenty of times for it. Maybe it's good, I don't know. But I have to say, while I haven't had them with fries either, I don't believe that's good. Beans with fries? Same here, rural areas especially are neglected by every political party. Except one who had a member who called himself Tartu, Hitler. They kicked him out only after backlash, like they thought it might go fine. Yeah, that's a pretty good rule of thumb in modern politics is don't call yourself Hitler. Even if it might be like a funny joke, haha. Maybe don't call yourself the guy who's basically been accepted as like the most evil person for the last 80 years. You know, maybe don't call yourself the villain of the 20th century. The main villain, you know, the main boss. The main boss of Europe. In the 1900s. Kind of a bad idea. No matter what you believe. But that is how it goes. Quite often. None of the establishment politicians do fucking anything about the problems. You know, they ignore the pleas of the common man, if you will. Then along comes a funny man with a funny mustache, who's very animated. And he says he has a solution to most of those problems.
So teach us to number.
So seeing, you know, people kinda see that as their only option, so. And that's kinda how they get elected, so. I kinda wish that they wouldn't let that happen. Nope. 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 No. I always found beans on toast weird and I thought it was gross and saw my mom doing it and made it myself and it's actually pretty good. Well, maybe I'll have to put my preconceptions aside one day and try it. Baked beans complement other foods. It's not amazing on its own, but it is pretty good with macaroni and rice and fries and toast. Toast I can kind of imagine like being okay with beans. Rice too. Like I've had Indian food with rice that has beans in it and that works just fine. But fries I still can't believe. Or macaroni for that matter. It's hard to imagine the taste. But maybe one of these days if I see some Heinz beans on sale, I'll do some experimentation. But I'll tell you what, this tea that I bought from the store is pretty good. It's gingerbread flavored. It's got all those spices in there. Bought a whole bunch of tea. Most of it as a present though. Macaroni and baked beans, the texture can be off-putting, but the fries is just plain good. Okay, well. I will take your word for it and try it one day. But if it's bad, I'm gonna hold you personally responsible. Also, we have 2 Hitler clones in Estonia. One is a politician, one I think just does it for the memes. I mean, he seems like a really friendly, chill guy and just runs some weird snack business. What? You got a snack Hitler. Which he advertises in the multiple interviews on Channel 3. Basically the biggest channel here with of course a big red flag behind them. While the interviewer physically holds back laughing. That's pretty funny. I wish we had a snack Hitler. Yeah, we sadly don't have any Hitler clones over here, I don't think.
There is only one good.
I mean, the closest guy in politics, I suppose, was Jussi Halla-aho, but he's not really even that far right. He was just like a pretty standard-ass, like, center-right nationalist guy. But back when he was still doing, or I guess he's still doing politics, but he's just not like in the government anymore, I don't think. But back when he was, people were acting like he was Hitler. Even though like the most right-wing thing he said was like, hey, maybe like let's not take in quite as many unvetted foreign immigrants. Which I don't know about you guys, but I think that's just kind of a sensible thing to do. To know who's coming into your country. Instead of being like these last 3 governments who've basically been like, we'll take him. Come on in, we got room over here. Why not? I should probably upgrade my military a little bit. So that these Chinese people won't forcibly immigrate into my country. But I need more gold to do that. Otherwise I'll just go bankrupt and they'll get disbanded. How do you make money in this fucking game? That's one thing I've never figured out. Like in Civ 6 I can make infinite money all day. But in this one I'm always going broke. Not sure what that is. Yeah, you know, that's our government for the most part. Just very similar looking people in suits who you can't really tell apart most of the time. That are supposed to be from different parties, but they all kind of believe like mostly the same things, and they're all terrible in the same ways. And people only like decide who to vote for based on like the minor differences. Like, oh hey, those guys say that they wanna control immigration. But of course, you know, they don't do anything about it if they get into the government. They just say they do. Hey, those guys say they want, I don't know, green power. Oh, but what about this other party who says they like farmers but don't do anything to help them? How about them? Gee, what a tough choice. And that's kind of why I always end up voting for a party that's like way too small to actually get into the government. But hey, that's the best I can do, you know, at least. At least I'm showing the government that I don't much care for them. It's my protest vote.
Three things.
The party that cares about rural areas also wants to deport the immigrants and gays. So we got a party of the most nutty right-wingers, like the main guy. Main guy in charge of the party doesn't think kids should listen to anything but classical music. Yeah. That's how it seems to be in all the other countries where they have like an actual right-wing. So I don't really know which one is better. Just having a bunch of parties that all do the same terrible things, but claim to be different. Or, you know, having actual options, but having the other option be, like, kind of also terrible, but in just different ways. You know, not that I think deporting certain kinds of immigrants would necessarily be a bad thing. You know, like if they come here and they do a crime. Yeah, you know, absolutely, just fucking ship them back to Syria. If you travel across the world to Finland to supposedly seek asylum, and then you just start raping. Yeah, I think you should probably be thrown out. Go back to being serious problem. But deporting the gays? What did they do? And also that kids should only listen to classical music. That's like some Ben Shapiro shit. Rap is not real music. Actually, what is the thing he says? In fact, rap is not real music. I can't really do his voice because mine doesn't go that high. All of the parties here blend together as well, and then there's just one that stands out by a lot. Yeah, we don't even have that. None of them stand out. Like I said, the most standout people are the ones who just say like, actually, we think Finland is good, and we are nationalists, even though we don't do anything to show it. I actually lean right-wing, but the only right-wing party is a bunch of clowns, and if they were in power they would be an embarrassment. Many such cases. Yeah, I'm not sure what way I lean at this point. I have so many beliefs from both sides that I don't think I'll really lean either way. And I wouldn't really call myself a centrist either. I don't think I'm much of an anythingist. So yeah, you can imagine my voting season is always kinda confusing and complicated. But a couple of times I have seen actually reasonable candidates. They didn't even come close to winning, but at least they were running. Can't say who they are though, because I would be kind of doxing myself because they are from here. It's a local election. And that is where I vote. I don't really vote for presidents. Because again, all of the candidates were also clowns. The plan was deporting the case to Sweden specifically. Okay, I gotta hand it to him in that case. While not a good political move, probably. Kind of funny. The guy has a similar haircut to Ben. Of course he does. You know, it's they have like a specific kind of aesthetic. The what would we even call them? They're like the grift conservatives. Barbarians. Oh. Yeah, I guess there's like a whole bunch of them around us, so we should probably sort of deal with them at some point. As soon as I address these. I'm in no shape to go to war, be quiet. Sorry, I just got a very, very strange reply. So I posted my usual going live tweet on Twitter. And I guess somebody from my other post, you know, the one where I ratioed a Chinese state propaganda outlet. Somebody, I guess, came from there and said, I'm no pro-China, bro, so you can no fuck the CCP. You know, his English might not be there, but he's got the spirit. The energy's there. Not sure what the hell he's saying, but nice, I guess. Oh, look at that, there's one person crying in the quote retweets. Oh my. What is he upset about? Okay, that's a pretty high IQ tweet right there. Just for context, some Chinese propaganda account just tweeted like, "Oh, look at this incredible view from these Chinese apartment buildings that are above the clouds." But the clouds in question are clouds of smog. You know, from all the coal plants. Because, you know, normal clouds, they're not really that low. The apartment buildings would have to be like 2 kilometers tall. To which I replied, the Chinese propaganda accounts are trying to pass off smog as clouds. And yeah, I looked the replies because I started getting those usual suspects in the replies by the dozens. You know, the ones. They talk English a little bit weird. The accounts were created like last week. So yes, I turned off the replies eventually. Because I just didn't want to give them the satisfaction. Just had to give you all of that context so you can understand this reply. This guy is clowning on me for locking my replies, saying, "Smog clouds are clouds too."
La France t'offre cette...
You really can't. I couldn't make a person this dumb. Yes, I understand it's a cloud of smog. But that's not what was really implied in the original tweet. Smoke clouds indeed are clouds. My teacher genuinely believed that. Yeah, they are clouds. Technically it is a cloud of something. But when you say, "Oh, this apartment is above the clouds," or you have a nice view of a sea of clouds from this apartment, it's kind of implied that those are like the clouds in the sky. And not just a cloud of smoke coming from a coal plant. Because I don't think anybody is trying to make that out to be a positive thing. Like, oh, look at all this. You have a nice view of this pollution. Oh, okay, he had a second reply in there. Yes, I'm still talking shit about China, I just had to quote retweet because you locked replies. So he's agreeing with me, but he's... So he was joking and he's making fun of China, but he's mad at me because I locked my replies. That's a very confusing thing to do. Yeah, I agree with you, but fuck you for not letting me reply to your original post. Oh, okay. Sorry, I guess. Sorry that I didn't want my replies to be filled with Chinese bots.
Как тебе понравится?
I hope you recover from this one day. Anyways, sorry for that little side tangent there. Everybody shut up. Okay. I have a lot of political beliefs, but I don't vote because the asswipes in charge don't improve anything. Anything in my area and they all raise taxes. Except right-wing idiots who want to reduce taxes by 9% and raise government spending like I don't know how they are taken seriously by anyone. Yeah, that math doesn't seem to add up. Oh, it increased my gold output by 1 whole gold. Incredible. The spirit is the thing that matters most. Yeah, exactly. Smoke clouds indeed. Oh yeah, I've already read that. She also believed apples were painted red and they were all green in nature. Okay. I don't really know how to reply to that. Guess we'll just chalk it up to I don't know, lead poisoning? Maybe. Hold up, there's weird noise coming from somewhere, but I don't know what it is. Well, it's not coming from my apartment, so whatever. Also, I once got gifted a football from a president. She didn't even decide it, so it feels like she had an assistant or something buy it and just send it over. Wait, why did she get a football from a president? Was it like a prize or something? Enemy of an enemy isn't always a friend, I suppose. Yeah, no, that guy didn't seem very friendly at all. Like he's shitting on China, so he's probably aware of the fact that they use like bot armies to spam posts on social media. But he's still shitting on me for preventing that. I guess it's just a Twitter thing that, oh, if you lock the replies or if you block somebody, you're instantly a coward, no matter the context. Yeah, but what if I am indeed being spammed by bots? Or what if somebody's just like spamming, I don't know, scat porn at me? Would I be a coward then to block somebody? It's the context, people.
मेरे दो
Just a Christmas gift, basically. Politicians try to buy the votes of families by gifting them stuff if they sign up for a gift bribery with extra steps. Can't say presidents have ever done that in this country. Then again, the president of Finland doesn't really do much at all. He just kinda talks.
Heidekin.
Yeah, I know I'm losing gold, but apparently I'm losing less gold now, even though nothing changed. Okay, sure. Also, bots is why I got off Reddit. I was called a fascist cop bootlegger after defending a guy harassing pickpockets, and people thought I was making shit up when I called the bot a bot. I had to do the 10 seconds of detective work of looking at the profile hidden comments. Profile hidden comments, 1 month old account and 60k karma. Yeah. That tends to happen sometimes. People are just not that good at pattern recognition these days. Also getting called a fascist cop bootlegger because you don't like pickpockets. That's kind of the time that I was... Wait, what was the story? I was defending a woman with disfigurements from being used as like a... How should I put it? So a woman with like a disfigured face was being used as ammunition in like a racist debate, like, oh, you think black people are ugly? Well, this is what white people look like. And they posted like a straight up like burn victim or something. And you know, I just had a real like sincere moment where I was like, this is not really cool. That's kind of a shitty thing to do, you know. To utilize the picture of a burn victim for racism. Or did she have some kind of a... No, I think she had some kind of an infection that like fucked up her face. I think that was the thing, and then, you know, I said that. And hundreds of... Well, mostly black Americans, okay? That's who those people were. Black Twitter got on my case for whatever it was, defending Nazis or something. No, I wasn't defending Nazis. I was defending someone with disfigurements because you were being incredibly rude to her. You were just being really mean-spirited and just kind of awful in general. But hey, why would anything mean anything these days? Hey, that guy's being a racist over there. Let's throw this person with infection-related disfigurements under the bus to own the cons. Then I come in there like, hey guys, that's kinda mean, could you like not do it maybe? Huh, why are you siding with the racists, you fucking whitey? What? Also, I think another time I was accused of like... What was it? I'm really having this strain in my brain because I don't commit these to memory very well. But I remember there was one instance where I probably talked about it before. I said that like, you probably shouldn't be asleep and wearing like industrial ear protection when if there's like a home invasion. Yeah, I think that was like the original tweet. You know, somebody was like, oh, I've slept so well since I started using these industrial ear protectors, I can't really hear anything. Somebody's like, what if there's a home invasion? Like, statistically, you're actually better off like not being aware of a home invasion and sleeping through it. It's like, I don't know. Maybe you should at least be aware. Maybe you should be conscious. You know, if the invader comes into your room and you wanna go that route. You wanna pretend to be asleep so they won't think you're a threat. Hey, you know, go ahead and try that. I wouldn't. I know it's a pretty statistically low chance and everything that you get stabbed or molested, but I'm not really taking that chance. First of all, nobody's coming into my room without me hearing it, so I would be awake. But if I weren't, I would probably just be like, hey man, it's just stuff. Take it. I'ma just get out of here. And hey, you know, if it came down to it, I guess I would have to fight them, but... Yeah, I basically just said that. Be aware, maybe. Like maybe, you know, they might not be there just for your stuff. There is always that small chance. And people took that as me saying that you should go in there and try your kung fu moves on the guy that you learned from John Wick. And it lasted for like days. Okay. Just giving people sensible advice, I guess. That's a pretty terrible offense, like... At no point did I say, like, go fight the guy. I didn't say, like, take your katana from the fucking wall mount and go show them the way of the sword. No, my point was more like, maybe be awake so you can, I don't know, sneak out the back door and call the police. But hey, you know, what even is reading comprehension anymore? It's gone. It's done. We're cooked. But yeah, I guess I'm at Warsaw. We'll probably die. Well, probably not. We'll see. I probably won't be capturing any cities, but I think I can win them off in a defensive war. I am pretty good at that. Guess I gotta switch everything to war production. What? Okay. Damn. Fuck me, I guess. Yeah, it's fucked up. I hate when people do that type of shit. People should be never use an example of anything without their consent. Yeah, at least of all in a context like that. Come on, man. What did I do? See that this game hates me too. People just want reasons to hate me. Man, I'm just sitting here. I'm just minding my own business. Is Russia at war with them? Or is she coming to attack me too?
Здравствуй.
How do you even see it? I guess this game doesn't have a
Говори.
menu like 6 does.
Продолжай.
I guess we can just check. Where is... Okay, so they are not at war with China or Siam, but they are at war with... who was it? Were they at war with? Darius? Hey, would you wanna declare war on these other guys too? Just for the fuck of it. Oh, fuck.
Продолжай.
I don't remember how this menu works anymore. I'll give you 29 gold.
Разумеется, нет.
No?
Разумеется, нет. Мы отказываемся.
Damn, that's kind of a lot.
Как тебе понравится?
Did I have any other nearby neighbors with significant military power? France?
Bonjour.
You wanna join in?
Tu disais? Bien sûr que non.
Well, I suppose that's not
France.
unreasonable.
Cette proposition exceptionnelle.
Very well, come on in, France. Do war with us. Yeah, I'm very sensitive to noise. If somebody broke in, I would be super alert. I ain't getting molested before I get the loop ready. If it's gonna happen, I ain't gonna be dry. That's the spirit. Reading comprehension down? No, couldn't be. It's not like you have to use serious on platforms because people don't understand sarcasm. I know, right? I'm so glad the short form nature of the both text and video content we consume now isn't driving down attention spans, so that people don't really understand what they read even if they read it. And most of all, I'm glad that AI is not making that problem like 1,000 times worse. If I'm actually gonna beat these guys 3-on-1, that's gonna be funny. But yes, at least the bubble's pretty close to bursting. At least that's kind of what it looks like. I think Peter Thiel was it who sold all his or closed his NVIDIA positions. Pretty sure Michael Burry did the same earlier. Which, I mean, that's a pretty good sign. That's the Big Short guy for those who don't know. Yeah, actually I think I'm gonna be fine. At least for now. Looks like I can ship these military units out pretty fast. I've had people on Reddit say I don't know what I'm talking about and say X is wrong when I never even said anything about X. People either skim or use ChatGPT to summarize long comments which are needed for something complex. Yeah, that's a big thing too, you know. They just start hallucinating things that aren't even there. Happens quite often, you know, with these posts about China, it seems. Kind of related. You know, I sometimes make posts saying like, oh, that's pretty bad at what China's doing with this thing. It's pretty bad how they pollute or how they overfish the seas. And people come in there like, well, look at this. Look at this derailed train in the US. Okay. Yeah, that's not great. What's your point? Not one person here had mentioned America. Why are you inserting them into the conversation? Here's a bit of news for some of the Zoomers who've been cooked by TikTok algorithms, but two countries can in fact do bad things at the same time. Maybe even more than two. Wild, I know. He wants all my gold. Okay, well that probably means he's already run out of units. That was a pretty pathetic attack. Why is this showing me? Some random war? Oh, I guess my workers there? But why? My boy, what are you doing over there? Go, come back home. Come home. Legit had like exchanges with a guy on a long ass thread. The reason I stopped replying is the guy said he didn't read what I said after I asked. Do you even read what I say? Well, at least he was honest. But also, why? 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 Why are you even saying anything if you're arguing with some hallucination inside your own head? What's the point? What's going to be achieved? No, no way. Next you're gonna say that both Russia and Germany were bad in World War II. Right. You know, that's actually another thing that I've been seeing these last few months. Or actually this whole year, I'm pretty sure. Anytime somebody says like... Somebody posts like the swastika and the hammer and sickle, and then they're like... Both of these symbols should disgust you. Then somebody replies with, oh, actually, without the hammer and sickle symbol, you'd be speaking German right now. Like, are we really gonna give props to the Soviet Union now? Just for participating in a war, only because they were attacked? When they previously had an arrangement with the Nazis to kind of conquer Europe together. We're just gonna like ignore the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact and also the fact that the Soviet Union itself was, you know, pretty much as bad an imperial power as the Nazis were. Unless we're going by kill count, in which case they were worse. But hey, you know, they fought the funny windmill guys, so I guess they were alright. You know, Stalin was actually a pretty swell guy. Kind of funny hearing that shit, especially being from the country that I am. Because, you know, the situation was kinda reversed for us. Without the Nazis, we'd probably be talking Russian. Does that mean I should give props to the fucking Nazis? I'm gonna punch in option B and say no. Only one country's allowed to be bad. Everyone knows that if you kill 10 guys, but another guy kills 11, the guy who killed 11 is the big bad and the one who killed 10 is just an innocent baby. Exactly. Although in this case, the one who killed 11 would be the Soviet Union. Eventually, but you know. Just not at the time of the war. Which isn't even true, the US was the main reason the USSR even managed to win Stalin. Stalin shot himself away when Hitler betrayed him. Yeah, that too. The whole lend and lease thing. Yeah, the whole thing's kinda dumb. Kind of what the Chinese are currently trying to do with the Sino-Japanese war. Where they're trying to convince the world that it was them who won the war against the Japanese. Yeah, no, once again that was the Chinese nationalists for the most part. Who fought the Japanese in China. You know, the current people of Taiwan. And of course the war being ended by, once again, the US by dropping a son on the Japanese twice. It has been kind of scary seeing how easily influenced people are by, like, very like shit tier propaganda. Like this commie bullshit is just like one step above the North Koreans. And yet, if you just repeat it enough, people get cooked by it. Oh, look at that, now he wants to give me stuff too. How nice. Once again, another decisive defensive victory for me, for I am a tactical genius. Never doubt me. I should never doubt myself. I know two commies, one denies that the USSR and CCP ever did anything bad. Well, that's kinda... that's a bold claim. The other thinks everything the USSR and CCP did was necessary. And thinks China succeeded and the USSR should have continued. Yeah, well, at least this is like a good way to filter people out. You know, if one of your friends falls for Chinese propaganda, or if, you know, or anybody for that matter, that's a very quick way of just kind of knowing where that person stands intellectually. Like, oh, this person's kind of... he's kind of not all there, is he? He's one of those people why we have to put flammable warnings on matches.
Instrumental or mechanical.
Oh, it's already 12:45. When did I start this game? I mean, there was a teacher who did an experiment where in a week he managed to turn hundreds of students into basically Nazis after he was simply asked why did the Germans sit by and let the things that happened happen. It just took a week to make hundreds of people fall for propaganda, which most people believe they are immune for. Also, he lost his job for the experiment. Yup, it is pretty sad, but most people are very, very scarily susceptible to propaganda. It's not hard to see why people believe commies are okay. It's very easy to fall for decades of propaganda. Yeah, I mean that's why communism took off in the first place. Because people do actually fall for that shit, and it doesn't really change whether it's the 1910s or the 2020s. It's just the methods that change. But at least, you know, there's to put like a little silver lining on this whole thing. I have seen a lot more pushback against the like very clearly astroturfed pro-China posts on Twitter. I think people are kind of starting to turn against them in some capacity. But yeah, as I said, it's pretty late. I've gone on for 2 hours and I have to get up early for a dentist appointment. So I should probably go so that I'm at least like somewhat sentient when I go there. I mean, it's 10 in the morning, it's gonna be 10 in the morning, so I won't have slept much anyways, but you know, 2 hours is better than nothing, I guess. Guess that's probably how it's gonna go. Also, if you're interested in the experiment, it was called the Third Wave. Oh yeah, I think I've actually heard about it at some point. But yes, thanks to everybody who stopped by on this weirdly political stream. I hope you enjoyed it, even though it was kind of full of black pills, as the youth say. I will see you guys probably on Thursday? Yeah, I think Thursday. Maybe Friday, maybe both. We'll see. Good night.